Hello and good evening, America. Welcome back to the Nascar Cheez Cup Series. Last time, Tails was leading the race, and then he blew an engine, and Brock Lesnar won for the 5th time this season. Second week in a row that the leader has blown an engine. Can we make it 3 for 3 this time? Let's find out. But before we can, we have to take you through the starting lineup of today's race. The Best by 500 from Charlotte. Starting on the pole will be the 12 of Justin Allgaier. Alongside him will be Donald Trump in the 31. Trent Reznor is going to start next to What If Racing in the 25. Arnold Schwarzenegger is going to start next to Greg Graff. And Corbin Forrester, with the best start that he's had in frickin' months, is going to start next to John Popper. Jack Black, on the other hand, will start next to Bernie Sanders. Jake from State Farm will start next to Keanu Reeves. Tails is going to start next to Greg Biffle. Bruce Willis is going to start next to Mary Poppins. Rob Halford will start next to Phil Collins. Winnie the Pooh is going to start next to Brock Lesnar. Vin Diesel is going to start next to Janet Jackson. Tommy Joe Martins is going to start next to David Bowie. Jesus Christ himself is going to start next to Richie Birkenhead. The 96 of Sweet Tooth will start next to Brad Pitt. Rob Zombie is going to start next to CM Punk. Slim Shady is going to start next to Benjamin Franklin. The Bee Gees will start next to Dale Earnhardt from 1970. Jeremy Mayfield will start next to Gribby Haynes. Barack Obama will start next to Aaron Carter. Rounding out the field will be Larry the Cable Guy and Elvis Presley. 100 laps await us in the Best by 500. I recorded over half of this race, and then Apple Updates decided that it was really fucking important that I update the obsolete QuickTime. Yes! Good job, computer. You wasted a good half an hour of my life. So now we can only hope to have even half as good of a race as we were having last time. Justin Allgaier and Donald Trump are going to bring us down to the green flag here in the Best by 500 from Charlotte. I'm so fucking pissed off right now, but there's no reason to be now because the race has started. Still side by side through the first corners, but Justin Allgaier will take over the position immediately as this race begins. Trent Reznor is trying to get past Donald Trump, but he is not even close. Trump will maintain the second position as Reznor goes to third. And here is your points leader, Corbin Forrester. After last week's event, the 24, well, the top 3 positions in points are now separated by only 20, less than 20 or so points here. And that's amazing to think that only a few races ago, Corbin Forrester had over a full race lead over everyone in this field, but now the points lead has dwindled significantly. And with all the exciting races that we have ahead of us, we aren't even halfway done. Well, we're way past halfway done in the season, but once we head to Homestead and we have a double points event to close out the season, that could very well turn the point standings upside down as it is. Anyway, Justin Allgaier has a gargantuan lead to begin this race, but Donald Trump and Trent Reznor are not going to give it to him that easily. The teammates of Corbin Forrester and What If Racing trying to get past the number 1 of Arnold Schwarzenegger. But Allgaier continues to lead. Allgaier still looking for his first win of the season. But in all likelihood, he's not going to be getting it due to the pole sitter's curse, where absolutely none of the pole sitters in this year's Cheez Cup Series has found their way to victory lane. Justin Allgaier, though, looking to change. And looking to change that. Good luck, Justin. Good luck. But there's single file out here all the way back to the ass end of the top 10. Mary Poppins trying to take over that position from John Popper. The poppin' popper is popping all over the goddamn place here. There is championship contender Brock Lesnar back in the 15th position. One more driver that's really into the thick of this championship battle is Phil Collins, who is literally right there. I didn't even... Oh my god, no way! Brock Lesnar just got taken out or took out. Greg Biffle, someone else is spinning. I'm pretty sure it was Bruce Willis because Bruce Willis has the best luck. Yep, Bruce Willis and Brock Lesnar. Major championship implications. Only 5 laps into this event, and Brock Lesnar is already damaged. Yeah, if you can believe it, we went the whole entirety of the previous existence of this race without anything happening like that. Yep. So, of course, this would happen. It looks like everyone's going to go down pit road this time by. And this should shape us up to be down to a 2-stop race, hopefully. This should bring us to a 2-stop race. Justin Allgaier and everyone's coming down now. I haven't had a drink in a fucking year, and I'm gonna kill my voice if I don't, so I'll be right back. And everyone's into their pit stall. People are getting their tires changed, but who's going to come off first? That's the question. Justin Allgaier looks like he just made it out. Corbin Forrester is going to gain a couple of positions. I think Jake from State Farm will gain a couple of positions as well. What If Racing is just sitting there because his pit crew always lets him down. No surprises on that home front, but Justin Allgaier does appear to be your leader still. Unless Corbin Forrester is going to be your leader. Or is he going to slow down and let the 12 go by? That looks to be how this is going to be shaping out, so. Well, whatever just happened there with Corbin, you know, we'll just take you to the restart. We'll see how things go there, so don't go anywhere. The NASCAR Cheez Cup Series race, the Best Buy 500 from Charlotte, isn't going anywhere. We'll be right back after this quick commercial break, and we'll see you in a minute. Welcome back to the NASCAR Cheez Cup Series race from Charlotte, the Best Buy 500. The pace car's lights are off, and we're set to restart this race. Justin Allgaier continues to lead from the outset. Donald Trump is right there, though. Trent Reznor in the 93 sits third. Corbin Forrester fourth. Jack Black is fifth. The 17 of Vin Diesel in a good position, sixth. Jake from State Farm is seventh. Eighth is Mary Poppins. Ninth is John Popper. And rounding out your top 10 is Winnie the Pooh in the 7. But Justin Allgaier is indeed your leader, so we will see exactly how this will shake out. This restart, coming to lap 10, this race is back underway. Trump is right there, and he's not going to waste a second. The outside line is definitely an advantage to the leader at this track, but will Donald Trump be able to take over that position regardless? Side by side coming out of 2, and Trump has the run. But there are 2 powerful cars behind our leaders. Which one is going to be able to take over the position? It looks like Donald Trump is... he just about was able to clear him there, but Justin Allgaier has a run on the outside, but it's not going to be enough. Donald Trump is your new leader here at Charlotte. I keep forgetting we're at Charlotte. How fucking difficult is it? But whatever. Donald Trump is your new leader. Justin Allgaier falls all the way outside of the top 5 now. Of course he does. But here's your other unlucky driver here. Trump always starts up front as well, but ends up losing somehow, some way. We'll see if he can do that today, or will he be the guy who's leading the race and his engine blows? Right behind him is your points leader, Corbin Forrester. But that deficit that he had, well, actually it was an advantage in his case, but the advantage he had over Brock Lesnar and Phil Collins is gone now. Both drivers within 20 points of Corbin Forrester now, so he's going to need to win this race and then some if he's going to hope to maintain his points lead. Speaking of points battles, let's try and find some championship contenders. Back in 16th is the 14 of Phil Collins. And on the other hand, Brock Lesnar sits in dead last after having that incident with the 69 of Greg Biffle. So, is Brock Lesnar's car damaged, or is he just needing a good restart right now? We'll have to find out later as Corbin Forrester has taken over the front position from Donald Trump now. And now it's virtually just a replay of what was going on here last time. This race, earlier this season at Charlotte, was an absolute Hendrick Motorsports circle jerk. All five Hendrick Motorsports cars were up in the top 10 for the vast majority of that event. But now only Corbin Forrester is, it looks like. Unless we go back and try and find, I think, Mary Poppins. Yes, Mary Poppins all the way back in 9th is the next Hendrick Motorsports car. Most of the Hendrick Motorsports cars not even close to the front. 32nd for What If Racing. Jesus Christ himself sits 16th. So not at all the huge return to Charlotte that Hendrick Motorsports wanted, but if anything is huge, it is Corbin Forrester's lead. Over second place, Jack Black now being challenged by the 31 of Donald Trump. Trump takes over the position, and Justin Allgaier is coming back to try and retake his rightful place at the front. Single file all the way back here. Jack Black with a look underneath. And my voice hurts so much, so I'm just gonna go to... Now I'm just gonna frickin' do a... Crank it up and just... my fucking voice. Alright, that's enough of that. I just really needed a drink, dude. Anyway. So, Justin Allgaier has taken over that position from Jack Black, and Trump has worked his way to the second position now. Jack Black is firing back, though. He does not want to give up this lead position either. And Vin Diesel... An impressive run by Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel hasn't exactly had a season to write home about. He is another one of those drivers that is going to potentially lose his ride should he not have a good couple of runs here to close out the season. There are plenty of NASCAR Twisted Tea Truck and NSCRA Twisted Tea Truck Series drivers that would be raring to get into one of these NASCAR Cheez Cup Series racing vehicles. Let's check on some more championship contenders. So there's Trent Reznor in 6th position at the moment. Jesus Christ himself. Why do I keep clicking Richie Birkenhead? Jesus Christ himself sits in the 14th position. And Brock Lesnar continues to run dead last. So he is most certainly not in a good racing condition right now. That is not going to help him in the points. He is going to have to hope that Phil Collins and Corbin Forrester do not have good runs, which is the exact opposite of what's going on here. Phil Collins sits 8th and Corbin Forrester leads, so... Yeah. Yeah. So Corbin Forrester is your leader. He leads by quite a gargantuan margin as we enter lap 22 of 100. I assume pit stops will come at about lap 40. And hopefully, again, at like lap 70 something. But as long as it's enough so that it doesn't shake up the standings right as the race comes to an end, because that'd be incredibly annoying. Corbin Forrester in his Advanced Medical Laboratories 24 car, not having any problems up front. He sits with a 32.7 for Trump as well, so it's a huge deficit that the Donald will have to make up. But is he within the view? He's not even within the view of this camera, so he's got quite the deficit to get back up here. Here are some Roush Wrigley racing drivers. Really don't talk about them as a whole, but Bernie Sanders is moving up to, I think, 8th position as a result of passing Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel was having a great run, but he has just absolutely fallen off as this is going along here. Here comes Jesus Christ in the 88, though, looking to get some points back out of this race here today. Where'd Trent Reznor end up? Okay, he's all the way up here in 5th, so good run for that 93 car. It's pretty exciting racing back here for 2nd, but Corbin Forrester is all the fucking way over here, so yeah, and he's still way faster. 32.5 compared to a 33.1. Well, these guys have 32.5s too, so I guess it's not all bad. It's not all completely uncompetitive in the slightest. But your leader is indeed Corbin Forrester. So we'll take a quick commercial break and bring you back to potentially some more pit stops. Anyway, enjoy some more NASCAR non-stop shit. I'm just so pissed that I lost the better version of this race. Fuck you, Apple Update. Corbin Forrester leads.
The Ortega taco sauce will make you go from a loser to muy bueno. Ortega taco sauce, muy bueno. Muy bueno. Ortega taco sauce, muy bueno. My brother and I have always been really competitive. We used to fantasize about racing cars against each other. But since neither of us know how to race, that fantasy never really ended well.
And you were always by my side. What more could a guy care about? I'll keep you forever in my heart.
Dude, what are you do? What's helping? Okay. Today's presentation of the NASCAR Cheez Cup Series race from Charlotte is presented by Panasonic. We make TVs. That's all they gave me. And welcome back to the Best Buy 500 from Charlotte Motor Speedway. Corbin Forrester, in what has been an astonishing season, leads now like he did here earlier this year. He has had a couple of rough weeks, and he has lost, well, he has lost the big advantage that he had over 2nd and 3rd in the standings. So, but now he's leading, and that's what he needs to do if he wants to combat Brock Lesnar and Phil Collins Brock Lesnar and Phil Collins, who are within 20 points now of Corbin Forrester. Corbin Forrester used to have over a full race lead over the both of them. But now he needs to get as many points as he can. Otherwise, we could be heading into Homestead, Miami with an interesting looking standings. So Phil Collins, like I was talking about earlier, he is third in the standings about, you know, I think he's over 10 points back, but less than 20 points back. It's within that range. But in any case, he's in 8th place as they run. Crossing the line now, in fact. In front of him is Trent Reznor, another championship contender, and I think we can honestly narrow the field down by now. Corbin Forrester, Trent Reznor, Phil Collins, and Brock Lesnar. You can maybe sprinkle in Jesus Christ himself if you want, but I think it's going to be determined between those 5 drivers at most. This is race number 29 of 36. 7? 6 races remain after this one, I'm pretty sure. And Corbin Forrester is going to want to win all of them to make sure that he does not lose this championship after everything that he's been through this season thus far. So, to complete lap 33, Corbin Forrester crosses the line, though the previous version of this race was so much more exciting. But Justin Allgaier, your pole sitter, is catching back up now. The pole sitter's curse will probably keep him out of victory lane, but it's not going to stop him from having a decent race. Because he's caught up to that number 31 of Donald Trump. Corbin Forrester is still clicking off lap times a whole freaking half second faster than everyone else. The pit stop should be right around the corner here. They went down pit lane, I think, at lap 6. So, as early as lap 38, I think we could start seeing some guys coming down for their service. 33-1 that time, 33-7, 33-8. You see, Corbin's cheating. That car is not going to pass post-race inspection, I can tell you that much. But, whatever. Let's try and find and see if Brock Lesnar's even gotten a spot up yet here. Alright, he's made it all the way up to 39th. Good job, Brock. Only 38 more cars to go. You got this. You got this. So there's Trent Reznor in 6th. Jesus Christ himself up to 9th. Phil Collins right ahead of him. Greg Biffle was involved in that accident with Brock Lesnar, and he's been able to get up just fine, so I don't know what Brock's problem is. Didn't want to... Okay, yeah. I didn't talk that whole time because I didn't want to sneeze in the middle of it, but I didn't sneeze, and then I talked and then I sneezed. Jake from State Farm sits 12th. Our newest winner, Jake from State Farm. 14 different winners this season thus far. So, Corbin's here. Looks like he might be going down pit road now, actually. Yes, indeed. So it was a lap earlier than even I thought. Corbin looks like he's the only one going down pit road, unless that's probably Bernie Sanders or something. But there goes Trump and Allgaier. So that is the new battle for the lead between Trump and Justin Allgaier. On the track, a 3-way battle. Jack Black, Justin Allgaier, both of them trying to dethrone number 31 of Donald Trump now. But they'll soon be heading down pit road. Potentially now even. Yep, there they all go. Arnold Schwarzenegger was stay on track! Phil Collins and Trent Reznor involved in a crash! Oh my goodness, this race. This race on championship contenders. They're still going at it. Phil Collins is not impressed with the number 93 of Trent Reznor, to say the least. Both Phil Collins and Brock Lesnar our main championship contenders on the season to try and catch up to Corbin Forrester. Both of them involved in hard crashes as Corbin Forrester phases directly through the Dodge Charger pace car. Alright, so now the huge question is, the caution came out after Corbin Forrester went down pit road. Is Corbin Forrester trapped laps down? He is currently in the 29th position as they run on the track, but he could very well be multiple laps down. Here comes Donald Trump out of pit lane now. I don't know where everyone else is, though. There goes Brock Lesnar down. Well, I found the pace car. Oh, goodness. This race. This race. The last one was so orderly. Phil Collins involved trying to get to pit road in all likelihood. So that is two championship heavy hitting contenders who have found calamity at Charlotte in the Best Buy 500. Now Phil Collins falls victim. And as you can see, we are right up against the timer here, so there's no skipping now. So all we can do is sit by and wait and try and see what in the world is going to go on now. Corbin Forrester is just kind of sliding along. It says he's in 5th. He's just kind of just sliding down the track there. It says he's in 5th. God only knows who's in 1st, though. Okay, so Trent Reznor is in 4th. Tails is in 34th. Arnold Schwarzenegger is the leader. Oh, this race. Oh, this race. I don't know what's going on, but I'm scared. I can't accelerate. See, that's as far as I can accelerate. Oh, dear. Oh, dear, dear, dear. This is just such a mess, man. Tails is 34th. Trent Reznor is 4th. No, 7th now. Okay. So, where's Corbin? 10th. Alright. 8th is... Hello? Who's the leader? The Donald is the leader. 2nd is Jack Black. 3rd is Justin Allgaier. 39th is Gibby Haynes. 4th is Jesus Christ. Corbin's back to 10th. He has the dominant car, so I wouldn't be surprised if he made it up to the front here. And you know what else I wouldn't be surprised is if they hit pit road again. Because as it's shaping up now, they probably aren't going to be able to make it to the end of the race without one more pit stop. And in all likelihood, there will be another caution then, because that appears to be all that they can freaking do is wreck. But, the pace car is rolling around now. Yeah. So, how about that weather? Man, weather is amazing. But in any case, yeah, if they aren't going green this time by, I'll just have them, you know, I'll just take you right to the start. So, this pace car's lights going off. Yes, no, maybe so. Lights are off, so I guess I'll just try and set the scene here. So, the Bee Gees are going to start at the front of the field. Here comes Gibby Haynes. God only knows what he's doing. But there's guys... Oh, man. I'm not even going to try to attempt to explain what's about to happen. Donald Trump is your leader. He sits in first place. Right behind him is Jack Black. Then is Justin Allgaier in the 12th. Next tonight is Jesus Christ in the 88. And 5th is John Popper. There's your winner from California. Jake from State Farm. Tommy Joe Martin's in 8th. Dale Earnhardt from 1970 sits 9th. And your points leader, Corbin Forrester, sits 10th. Where does Phil Collins shake out after all this? He is back in 30th. And Brock Lesnar is up to 20th. God! This race! Well, I think they're going to try and go green. Let's see what happens, huh? They'll be coming across the line to complete lap 41. This race isn't even halfway done yet, and you've seen the chaos and confusion that is endured. But your leader is Donald Trump in the back. But taking the green flag is going to be the Bee Gees alongside Gibby Haynes. The Bee Gees get a good jump. And there they go. So, Jack Black is making a move for the lead into turn number 1. Donald Trump is held up on the outside, while there are just nothing but lap cars ahead of both of these drivers. Who is going to be able to have the advantage? Well, it's pretty clear to me that the person with the advantage is definitely Jack Black, because here comes Justin Allgaier to take over second place from Donald Trump. Jesus Christ, trying to follow through with both of them. And now, the 17's going down pit road for whatever fucking reason. Sitting in first place now is Jack Black, who has damage on the back of his car. Maybe, maybe not. We'll probably have to wait and see for sure. But here's your battle for second. Jesus Christ himself takes over the position. Donald Trump tries to cross over that number 12 car. But as I'm pretty sure has been made plainly discernible, the standings are going to be shaken up after this one. So let's jump back to Brock Lesnar. He is in pit road. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Jesus Christ is right there, though. Trent Reznor as well. Well, that's unfortunate. Trent Reznor was having a good race. He was going to be able to make up some spots. So now a bunch of people pitting for no reason at all. They're not going to be able to make it to the end of this race. Maybe they'll be able to make it to on one more stop. Because what I'm afraid of is that it appears that the fuel run is 31 laps, I want to say. And since this race restarted at like since everyone went down pit road at like lap 41, that'll end up at 72. Oh, it'll end up at 72, right? So maybe we won't have to worry? I don't know. This race is just a mess. All I know is that Jack Black is somehow in the lead. He is slower than hell, though. I don't know what his problem is. Has he not pit yet? He's got a 32.3 as a lap time, but oh, is there another caution? Is that what it is? It's another caution? It's another caution. This race. Okay. God only knows what brought out this caution. The third caution in the Best Buy 500. You know, if Apple Updates just wasn't a piece of shit, we would have had a great race. None of this stupidity. Everything would have been wonderful. What the hell happened this time? Oh my. It appears we have a car on its lid. Yeah. A 3-wide situation. Okay, that's a word. Through turn 2 causes Richie Birkenhead to get into the 18 of Slim Shady. And that is an interesting crash right next to our championship contender, Phil Collins. Anyone else get caught up in this? What an impressive crash. Riding its roof is the 83 car! Barely avoiding it is Brock Lesnar. He was having a bad enough day as it is. He didn't need this to happen. Well, that's unfortunate. Richie Birkenhead is upside down and will not complete this race. Let's send it back to the front. So that's another caution. Are they going to head down pit road now? Wouldn't surprise me if they did. Yep. There they go down pit road. Of course they are. This race is a mess. So, Jack Black brings down the field for pit stops under yellow. Here comes Jack Black out. Oh man, collision on pit road with Greg Graffin for that 95. And here comes Justin Allgaier and Donald Trump. It looks like Jesus Christ beat them both, though. There's Corbin Forrester, your points leader. He's the only championship contender that something bad hasn't happened to yet. Corbin Forrester is just riding the golden horseshoe to try and complete this race, but it looks like Jack Black is going to be your leader. Jesus Christ himself is going to be second. Well, there's only one way to find out for sure. Let's try and take you to the restart. Up front, and there we are. Lights on the pace car are still on, so I guess we'll just take another quick NASCAR non-stop commercial break and bring you right back to the start of the action. Thanks for joining us for whatever the hell this race is supposed to be. I hope you're enjoying, because I'm not. This is the Best Buy 500 from Charlotte, and I will see you in a minute.
Well, that seems to be everything. Well, thank you for choosing our company to close out your brand new 2018 model. If there's anything else we need to discuss or you need help with something, you can tell me right now, but if we're done, we can shake hands and be done with it. Yeah, actually, there is one thing that I could use. Okay, do you need a warranty, some mud flaps? Would you like a complimentary stuffed toy? Show me the Carfax. Sir, there is no Carfax. This is brand new off... Show me the Carfax. There's no Carfax, sir. Show me the Carfax, cunt. Excuse me? Show me the motherfucking Carfax. I fuck your mom every day in the ass. What? I swear to my God that I will throttle you to within an inch of your life if you don't give me the fucking Carfax. Okay. Yeah. Here you go. Thank you.
Start your search at Carfax.com.
Today's presentation of the NASCAR Cheez Cup Series race from Charlotte is presented by Rockstar Energy Drink. It's worse than both Monster and Amp. Welcome back to the catastrophic conundrum that is the NASCAR Cheez Cup Series race, Best Buy 500 from Charlotte. So Benjamin Franklin's your leader. It's been that kind of day. Second place is Sweet Tooth. Third was your leader coming into pit road, Jack Black. Fourth is Jesus Christ himself. 35th is Brock Lesnar, championship contender Brock Lesnar. Fifth is Justin Allgaier, probably the fastest out of anyone up at the front here. But Benjamin Franklin is going to bring them down to green. Let's see if this 13 car has anything for him. The pace car's heading in. When they cross the line, we'll be halfway done with the Best Buy Shit Show 500. The green flag is out. Benjamin Franklin will take it to the line and restart this race. The question is, who is going to be making the first move to try and get past someone else? Because they're forced onto the outside due to the lap down cars down low. Probably the first person to move down will be the one that makes up the most spots. Richie Birkenhead is back on track after being upside down to bring out the previous caution. I'm not even sure anymore. So there is Richie Birkenhead. So here's Corbin Forrester. He's the only guy on the inside right now, and he may just make it his way all the way back up to the front. Corbin Forrester was your leader before everything went to shit in this race. And here comes Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth hasn't won since race 2 of the season. Jesus Christ with a look underneath that 95 car, though. Benjamin Franklin continues to lead here in the Best Buy 500. But will it be enough? Sweet Tooth continues to hold down the second place position. Jack Black battling back on the outside. Goodness gracious. That was some lyrical genius right there. But I think Jesus Christ is going to be getting him out of this corner. It was still pretty close for a while, but indeed, Jesus Christ takes over the third position, but it looks like there may be a battle for the lead on our hands. Benjamin Franklin holds on to it for now, but Sweet Tooth is not holding back. In that number 96 car, whoever wins the most races in the Twisted Tea Truck Series will be taking over that 96 car for the next season. And there it goes, getting held up by Brock Lesnar though. Lesnar holds him up, but it's not going to be enough. Sweet Tooth will take over the lead, potentially for the first time since he won at California so many races ago. So Sweet Tooth is your leader now. Back to second is Benjamin Franklin. Jesus Christ himself is coming up on a 13 car though. Donald Trump is up to 4th. 5th place I'm thinking now. Yep, Winnie the Pooh. Jack Black back to 6th. Justin Allgaier to 7th. And here's this calamity for the final section of the top 10. Corbin Forrester in that mix. Let's go looking for some championship contenders. Back in 26 is Phil Collins. That's not too bad, all things considered. He was looking like he was going to be out of this race after being in an accident with the 93 Trent Reznor. Tails, on the other hand, is apparently 24th, even though he's behind Phil Collins, so he must be a lap down, or he just fell back. Who knows? Yeah, Tails was also trapped laps down due to the weirdness that was the cautions. There's Allgaier back here now. Sweet Tooth is no longer your leader. Jesus Christ snatched that up immediately as I looked away, so that's annoying. Hate missing green flag passes for the lead, but, you know. Sweet Tooth is battling back, though. This could not be as clear-cut and obvious a conclusion as you may initially imagine. But what we do know is that there will be at least one more set of pit stops. When they will come, who knows? We'll just have to wait and find out. Speaking of Trent Reznor, he is all the way back in 34th now. Yeah. That sure sucks for him. Greg Biffle is all the way back up to 25th, though. Let's see if we can find Phil Collins again. Yeah, there he is. Phil Collins still has speed in his car. He just got a big gap to overcome is all. Lots of movement down the backstretch of this racetrack. Many slow cars getting in the way of progress for several drivers. Corbin Forrester is back up to the 9th position, though. Behind Dale Earnhardt from 1970, who's having a great race, which is unheard of. Pretty much. Let's send it back up to the front. Yeah! But there is your leader, Jesus Christ. Brock Lesnar is 35th. So it's looking a lot more like it did earlier, with Hendrick Motorsports cars up in the front. Other Hendrick Motorsports cars include What If Racing in 15th, Corbin Forrester in 9th looking for 8th, and Mary Poppins in 32nd. I do believe that's everyone now. Oh yeah, and Brock Lesnar all the way back in, you know, after getting destroyed, so. But up front it is Jesus Christ himself holding down the lead. Vin Diesel looking to get past that 88 car and get back on the lead lap, even with that damage. I'm guessing every car on the track is damaged, so really shouldn't say a word about that anyway. He is in 39th, so an amazing run by Vin Diesel this week. Sweet Tooth is still there, though. Don't count him out just now. You know, there's still a shot that this Twisted Tea number 96 could find its way to victory lane. The last time that Sweet Tooth was in victory lane was when he was driving for Eddie Pennerprizes. In the 9 car that doesn't exist anymore. Jesus Christ himself continues to lead. There is Trent Reznor. Another championship contender having a terrible day. Back to Corbin Forrester, though. He is up to the 8th position. Justin Allgaier is falling like a rock. That sucks. So is Benjamin Franklin. In fact, he has fallen so far that even Dale Earnhardt from 1970 could get past him. Here comes Tommy Joe Martins with a move on Donald Trump for the 4th position. Yes, indeed. Winnie the Pooh is third. This race. Well, I'm afraid to look away. But we're going to go one last time to NASCAR Nonstop before Liberty Mutual relieves us of our commercial duties. Jesus Christ himself leads in the Best Buy Shit Show 500. I mean, if you're enjoying it, more power to you. But this has been an interesting race, to say the least.
Want to see Phil Collins live? Then come to Sears. You can win a trip to LA and a backstage pass to the Phil Collins concert. And there's a million other prizes. Come to Sears. You could be an instant winner.
A special mix of herbs and spices come together with milk, a select form of vinegar, apple cider style, along with pure 100% motor oil. Chevrolet. Order now.
Available at JJ's Cafe.
That is nasty as fuck, dude.
Available as a CD or as a special CD DVD combo pack featuring exclusive behind the scenes and performance footage. Find out more at static-x.com. Static X Shadow Zone in stores now.
Today's presentation of the NASCAR Cheez Cup Series race from Charlotte is presented by Zaxby's. If you have too high of standards for KFC, but too low of standards for Popeyes.
Welcome back to the Best Buy 500 from Charlotte in NASCAR Cheez Cup Series. This race number 29 of 36, coming down to the nitty-gritty of the season. Jesus Christ is your leader, but lap times have clearly fallen off. 33.7 that time by compared to a best lap of 32 point flat. And if he can hold out, if these drivers can hold out past lap 70, they should be able to make it to the end of the race without pitting again and making this even bigger of a shit show. But you never know. I don't understand why it keeps flashing white right as they cross the line. That's incredibly annoying, and I'm getting sick of it. I am getting sick of it. But Jesus Christ is in fact your leader. Second place is Sweet Tooth in the 96th. Third is Winnie the Pooh all the way back here. Fourth is Donald Trump. Up to fifth is Dale Earnhardt for 1970. In sixth place is your points leader Corbin Forrester. Benjamin Franklin is seventh. Eighth is Jack Black. Ninth is Justin Allgaier, and rounding out your top 10 is Tommy Joe Martins. If you missed the calamity that was the first half of this race, Phil Collins was involved in a crash but has worked his way back up to 14th, and Brock Lesnar, on the other hand, does not have the same amount of luck. He is back in 35th and outside of gaining any points for this race. And it's another caution flag, isn't it? I'm gonna cry if it is, because we are right on the ass edge of making it on fuel. I'm almost afraid to ask, but what could have possibly brought out this? The fourth caution of the day, I want to say? Here in the Best Buy 500 from Charlotte. Yes? Oh, I heard something there. Yep, there's definitely some scraping going on. And who's wrecked now? Oh, it's another big flip. Great. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. So the exact same thing that happened to bring out a caution earlier. Brings out this caution, a 3-wide battle in turn 1. Sends all 3 drivers into the wall and flipping. A spectacular crash for all of these drivers. Does anyone else get caught up in it? Mary Poppins gets a hard hit. And Elvis Presley gets a little bit as well. The Bee Gees cannot continue. As you can see, it's just then... That's kind of how this whole race has gone. It's kind of been just one gigantic tornado of bullshit. So let's find our way back up here. And in all likelihood, yep, there they all go down pit road. Hopefully, they can make it to the end. But if there's another caution, I imagine they'll all head down pit road again. And I'm pretty sure there'll be another caution. We haven't gone like 20 laps without a caution this whole frickin' race. So it wouldn't surprise me if there was another caution. This could be the money stop, though. Trent Reznor kind of got in the way of Donald Trump there. That was almost a catastrophic failure for the number 31 car. Out goes Benjamin Franklin. If he's in the lead again coming out, I'm going to scream. Trump's getting tires, and Jesus Christ has lost the lead off of pit road. Sweet Tooth is back into the first position. Here comes Donald Trump out of pit road. Justin Allgaier still sitting. Justin Allgaier still sitting. Alright, Justin Allgaier is not going to be winning this race. Jesus Christ himself has lost the lead to Sweet Tooth on pit road. But I guess a bigger question is... Oh, don't tell me. Don't tell me. Please no. Anything but this. Benjamin Franklin has retaken the lead. You've got to be kidding me. Benjamin Franklin got the lead twice off of a timely caution and pit stops. Benjamin Franklin is to first now. Second is Sweet Tooth. Third is Jesus Christ himself. Vin Diesel is just kind of there for no reason. Fourth is Dale Earnhardt from 1970. And fifth is Donald Trump. Back in sixth now is Corbin Forrester. Seventh is Jack Black. Gimme Haynes. Eighth is Winnie the Pooh. Ninth is Tommy Joe Martins, and Jake from State Farm is taking over the last spot in the top 10. Richie Birkenhead has already been upside down today. Brock Lesnar has been practically destroyed several times. Where'd Phil Collins end up? Phil Collins is indeed still in 14th, probably. Who knows? Who knows, honestly, at this point. But back up front, it is Benjamin Franklin, apparently. I don't even know what to say. So, let's get right back into the action. Please tell me that you're going to be going green this time by. Please. Alright. Pace car will turn in this time around. Here comes some lap down cars. Vin Diesel. Gibby Haynes among them. Up is Richie Birkenhead, Brock Lesnar, Janet Jackson, and that may be all of them. And in all likelihood, whoever can get to the inside first and avoid being held up by the 13 could very well potentially win this race. The question is the inside lane with the lap cars going to be faster to get to the lead, or will the outside lane following the lead lap cars? Will that be the better way to go about things? In any case, coming down to about 27-ish laps to go here, Benjamin Franklin is your leader. He's already led once today. Can he actually hold them off this time around? But gonna bring them down to the green flag is going to be the number 93 of Trent Reznor, number 17 of Vin Diesel. The question on everybody's mind is who will win? As we get down to the final third of today's event, to the green flag to restart this race with 27 laps to go. Benjamin Franklin takes it. Well, Richie Birkenhead, well, no, yeah, Trent Reznor takes it, but you get the idea. Donald Trump with a look underneath that number 3. He has the speed. He takes the lead. Benjamin Franklin slows the whole line down into the walls. Benjamin Franklin and a big, huge crash coming out of turn 2. Several cars involved, spinning still. Calamity on the backstretch of Charlotte Motor Speedway. Slim Shady brings it down to the inside. Keanu Reeves involved as well. CM Punk near the end. Several drivers making contact. But through it all, Donald Trump is your new NASCAR Cheez Cup Series, freaking whatever the hell this is. Best Buy 500 leader. What in the name of hell is going on? What the... Okay, we haven't taken a look at too many cautions lately, but we need to see this one. How did Benjamin Franklin go from the lead to spinning on the backstretch? Let's take you back to when the lead changed hands. This is literally as the race restarted. So here we are with the race restarting now. And here's Benjamin Franklin. Donald Trump made the right move by going down to the inside there. Benjamin Franklin was holding up this line. Bruce Willis got in the way and Sweet Tooth wasn't having any of it. Huge crash involving several championship contenders. Rob Halford got a big hit there. And Arnold Schwarzenegger comes down into the 18 car. And that is just a chaos. That is just chaos incarnate. This race has been nuts. It's been nuts. So God only knows where everyone's lining up now. But all I know is that up front, it is Donald Trump with the lead. Sweet Tooth back to second again. Third place now is Winnie the Pooh. Fourth is Jesus Christ himself. The question for him, though, is how much damage does that 88 car have? Fifth place is the spotless number 11 of Jake from State Farm. Sixth place is Tommy Joe Martins. And they could very well take it down to pit road now and take it to the end of this event. And they probably are going to. Let's see. Are they going to go down? Are they going down? No one going down. No, they're not going down. All right. Well, I guess they think they can make it now. So I will hold out in judgment. Maybe the caution laps will be able to satiate their, fuel tanks and all that. So Greg Graffin is going down pit road, though. So he is most certainly not going to be winning this race today. This has been quite possibly the strangest. This is even stranger than the Bristol race. It's like, and we still got like Martinsville up to look forward to here. We're gonna be going back to a short track again, and not that long from now. So, yeah, this is just wow. What an unbelievable set of races. What an unbelievable race this has been. It all started when the frickin' recording was stopped because of stupid Apple software updates. And even though the last race was really entertaining, this is something else entirely. The race has been going on for an hour and 3 minutes. This could be very well the longest NASCAR Cheez Cup Series race of the year. Oh, phone call. Never mind. I guess we will be going to commercials for a minute. Welcome back to the NASCAR Cheez Cup Series race. The Best Buy 500 from Charlotte. And this has been an entirely unheard of event here, man. This has been... I don't even know, man. Donald Trump is your leader. Second place is going to be the 96's Sweet Tooth. Third is Winnie the Pooh. Fourth is Jesus Christ himself. Fifth is Jake from State Farm. Championship contenders. Back in 17th now is Corbin Forrester. Tails battling back from bad luck early on. All the way up to 16th now. Phil Collins is 10th. I thought he would be out of this race after his crash, and Brock Lesnar has worked his way into a position where he could score 1 point. Good job. But it is all Donald Trump right now. After the way that he took the lead from the previous caution flag restart. That was incredible. If he can pull off moves like that to maintain the lead here, I would be very impressed. There are 2 slow cars separating him from Jesus Christ himself, who appears to be having the best car on this run right now. But we will just have to see who can win here today in the Best Buy 500. We are green once again to the line. Donald Trump will take the green flag. Lap 78 is completed. We're nearly 20 laps to go in today's event. Can they make it to the end without crashing again? I'd say it's unlikely. They're already trying to. Richie Birkenhead underneath that 17 car. Keep in mind that that number 83 was upside down earlier on in this race. He's several laps down, but he is still making moves. So Donald Trump is your leader. There's Sweet Tooth in second. Let's send our way back through the field and see if there's anything that we need to really pay attention to here. So there is Corbin Forrester. I don't know which position he's in now, though. But let's send it back up to the front. I don't even remember who the leader is. So he's in 16th. So Donald Trump is your leader. There is Sweet Tooth in second. A bunch of lap down cars holding up the rest of the field, though. There is Jesus Christ, who is most likely the driver that could win this race. Winnie the Pooh is falling back. Jesus Christ has a firm grasp on the 3rd position now, but he has 3 lap down cars that are fighting hard to be the first one a lap down, which I don't think matters in NR 2003, but they're still doing it. They're still doing it, regardless. Tommy Joe Martins might be in a position to, yes, he is actually fighting for position up in the top 5 right now. He takes over the 4th position. Jake from Safe Farm falls back to 5th. But up front, Sweet Tooth is starting to reel in Donald Trump now. It'll be 19 laps to go when they cross the line. And this is your battle for the win here in the Best Buy 500. Donald Trump, who has not won a race this season, and Sweet Tooth, who hasn't won since California, in the number 9 Ford. Are they under caution again? Okay, no, they're not. Thank Phil. Down the backstretch, though, these guys are tight racing with each other. Initially, I didn't think that the 96 would have it in it to be able to catch up to our leader and potentially put on a show here. But he has caught up to that number 31 car. The question is, who is going to have the car on the long run? Here comes Sweet Tooth with a move for the win. Well, in 15 laps, but still, it's a move. It's a move nonetheless. Side by side now are the leaders. And Tommy Joe Martins is the next closest competition to our 2 leaders. Vin Diesel is laps down. There's Tommy Joe Martins. Bernie Sanders is on the lead lap. Jesus Christ is actually falling here. But Donald Trump has officially lost the lead. Your new leader is the number 96 Twisted T Dodge Charger of Sweet Tooth. Remember that this car will be vacated for the next season, and whoever wins the most races in the NASCAR and an SCRA Twisted T Truck Series will be whoever drives this car, whoever wins the most races in that series. And Sweet Tooth is really pulling away now. He has got quite the lead amassed over that 31 car, but here comes Tommy Joe Martins. Potentially Tommy Joe Martins is the fastest car on the track right now. 32.5 for the 96 car. 33 flat, 32.2. Definitely the faster car of the 3 is the number 44, but will he have enough time to get up there? I'd say definitely. It'll be coming down to 15 laps to go, and we've seen it ain't over till it's over in the NASCAR Cheez Cup Series. So you're not going to want to turn away from your TVs. Otherwise, you're going to miss another amazing event. So Sweet Tooth crosses the line and gets a 52.5 that time by. Donald Trump is falling. 32.2 compared to a 32.7 compared to a 32.2. It depends on which way that Vin Diesel goes. That could potentially change the second place running position. And here comes Bernie Sanders to try and make things interesting too here. But Vin Diesel is really just a rolling roadblock or a rolling drafting partner. Could Vin Diesel make all the difference in the outcome of today's event? Sweet Tooth continues to roll around at the bottom of the racetrack. Within the viewfinder, there are 3 hungry drivers, 2 of which haven't won it all this year, 1 who hasn't won in a long time. The top 5 is filled with few drivers who have actually won. Jesus Christ rounds it out, but he is way far back. I don't think he's going to be a factor in this race. Tommy Joe Martins pulls out ahead of everyone else now. And now here comes Vin Diesel again. Vin Diesel may affect the aerodynamics of that 96 and make it so Tommy Joe Martins can catch up to that 96. Here comes Tommy Joe Martins with a look underneath the 17 car. This could be the move to win the race. Tommy Joe Martins in the 44 car. Right up behind the 96 now. He had an amazing run through turns 3 and 4. Tommy Joe Martins is going for the lead of this race. He has not had a good enough race to be in the lead since the first Pocono race, not the road course, but the oval, triangle, whatever you want to call it. But Tommy Joe Martins has taken over the lead from Sweet Tooth. Now the question is, does the advantage lie with second place or the leader? Does the draft matter more or does clean air matter more? We're about to find out as here comes Donald Trump as well, trying to get underneath that 17 car. Bernie Sanders trying to, well, I don't know what he's doing, but he's there. He's definitely in range. He is in range. But Tommy Joe Martins is your leader for the moment. Back to second place with Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth's been so close yet so far away from the lead here. Second behind Benjamin Franklin. And then when the Benjamin Franklin caution came out, Donald Trump got past, so Trump was the leader. And now he's fallen to second place behind Tommy Joe Martins as we are 10 laps to go. 9 3/4 on track. There's Benjamin Franklin, like I said before. He's all the way back in 36. Before we get to the final laps of this race, let's check in on our championship contenders. Corbin Forrester is back in 15th now. Tails is in the 18th position. Phil Collins, on the other hand, is in 7th and is definitely going to take the points lead should this race end now. I don't remember who's leading. Jesus Christ is back in 5th. He's caught up to Bernie Sanders. Donald Trump has passed that number 17, but the battle for the lead is heating up once again, and now it's 3-way battle again. Well, 2-way right now, but it's going to be 3, because here comes Donald Trump. Sweet Tooth has retaken the lead. Now can he hold off the 44 car? And can both of them hold off the number 31? Crossing the line now. 7 laps remain, I think. Maybe 8. I don't know. The 96 Sweet Tooth continues to lead. Tommy Joe Martins is right behind. We have sight of 5 drivers competing for this race down the backstretch there. Sweet Tooth takes the high lane through that corner. Is that going to work to his advantage? Doesn't look like it. Tommy Joe Martins is still right there. 93 laps complete here from Charlotte Motor Speedway. Can that number 96 hold off the 44? Looks like the 96 is starting to pull away a bit now. Or maybe not. There's still 5 cars within the view of that backstretch camera. We'll take a look at the times when they cross the line, as they will complete lap 94. Tommy Joe Martins has fallen a bit. Sweet Tooth crosses the line with a 32.9, a 33 flat, or a 33.1 versus a 32.9. So Donald Trump was definitely the faster one through that lap, but will it be enough? It's still tight racing competition here. Don't give this race away just yet. Tommy Joe Martins can very well steal this. Sweet Tooth is way high that time around. I don't think he wanted to go that high through that corner. Tommy Joe Martins is right back there again. 5 laps to go. Here comes the 44 car. Tommy Joe Martins is right there, but Sweet Tooth is going to have the run on the outside. Sweet Tooth maintains pace, a 33-1 that time versus a 32-7. That is exactly what Tommy Joe Martins needed if he is going to be winning this race today. Will the draft help him out on this backstretch here? He stays in line behind the 96 car. The 96 is about to complete lap number 96, but he still needs to be able to put off 4 more strong laps. As he crosses the line, 32-2 that time by versus a 33-2. Identical laps, basically, there that time around. Tommy Joe Martins is falling back now. Is he looking to try and get a run down the backstretch? Sweet Tooth continues to lead. Sweet Tooth way high that time around. Trying to take about a middle lane here. Is that the sweet spot on the turn 3 of the racetrack? Crossing the line, 3 laps remain here at Charlotte in the Best Buy 500, and it's amazing that no one's crashed yet. It's maybe the longest distance we've gone without a caution coming out. That's kind of amazing. Tommy Joe Martins is still right there, but Sweet Tooth has the lead. Sweet Tooth hasn't won since California earlier this year. He's working on a, I'd say, 26 at least race losing streak. But Tommy Joe Martins is right there, man. This ain't over till it's over. 2 laps remain. When does Tommy Joe Martins make his move? And can he make his move? Trying to make a look on the outside, but looks like Sweet Tooth is going to have the momentum coming through the corner. Down the back stretch, the 44. Right up behind the 96. Will he make a move going into turn 3? He holds his line. Coming down to the white flag lap. Sweet Tooth definitely did not get a run that he would want to have there. Tommy Joe Martins is going to have the run. Side by side as they cross the line in the Best Buy 500. We have traversed 100 excruciating laps here today, and Tommy Joe Martins is going to complete the pass. Does he have enough to stay ahead of that 96 car, though? There's still 2 more corners, and Sweet Tooth is right there. It's all going to come down to this final corner. Sweet Tooth looks to the outside. He looks like he's not going to have the momentum. He's going to fall back. Tommy Joe Martins. He can't seem to hold a ride in real life, but he's going to come down and win the Best Buy 500 in a last lap pass against Sweet Tooth in the 96. Tommy Joe Martins in the Diamond Gusset number 44 car. A vehicle, a skin that I worked really hard on, and finally it gets to victory lane. It only took way too damn long. Second place will be Sweet Tooth. That is nothing to be sad about. Coming into a brand new team with Biff Enterprises and taking home second place is nothing to shake a fist at or whatever. Donald Trump will come home in the 3rd position. 4th is Jesus Christ himself, and rounding out your top 5 will be Bernie Sanders. But the biggest question mark is, what does the point standings situation look like coming out of this race? Phil Collins will finish 6th, and Corbin Forrester will finish 13th. So we definitely have a points lead change for the first time in, I want to say, 20 races. We have a points lead change on our hands. All the way back in 34th, you'll find Brock Lesnar. He will not get any points out of this race. But, it's not entirely out of the question for him. But what an amazing win for Tommy Joe Martins. The 15th different winner this season. The NASCAR Cheez Cup Series is as competitive as ever. An hour and 20 minutes it took to do that. That was miserable. But thank you all so much for joining us for an amazing event. This is quite possibly one of the craziest NASCAR Cheez Cup Series races that I've ever seen on the Kamikaze Game Sports Network. But in whatever case, thank you for joining us. And, we'll see you next time for some more NASCAR Cheez Cup Series racing.